Hello everyone, welcome back to Optimize Ebony. Today I'm going to do the video that most of you guys have been waiting uh, like 2 weeks for, and that is how to actually get the new dragon Jawazar. But first, before we get into that, I want to talk about some of the other events that are going on now. Ebony just dumped a whole load of events on us right now. This is kind of like the second part of the anniversary celebration, so there's a lot of different things. Um, but first, before we get into that, let's look at kind of what some of the new things are. Um, there's two new generals. There's a new March or Rally Spot General Duty Officer that increases ground troop and mount troop attack and HP by 15% when they're the Rally Spot Officer, and then has really solid ascensions. So uh, it's really nice, but I'm probably not going to get it ever. So whatever. It's cool. The the last skill here increases the March size capacity by 8%, which is actually less than um, the current rally spot officer. But I think they also have a little bit higher here. So I think the other one is only 6 or 5 there. So overall, I think it's about the same March size capacity. But then this also gives you range troop and siege machine attack and defense. So that's really awesome. And yeah. So uh, not gonna spend too much on the generals. There's another ground general. Um, Basically looks like an improved Elise. But like I said in my last video, a lot of people have a lot of fragments for Elise, so unless you're a mega coiner, probably not worth it to get Ludwig. Um, yeah, there's always going to be new good generals coming out. So if you've already done a lot of ascending or something on a previous general and you're not spending a lot on the game, I would not recommend switching generals because it's just going to actually leave you further behind if you're constantly switching generals and having to build them up and ascend them and stuff like that. So um, then beyond that, we'll get through some of the other anniversary celebration stuff on the actual page. There is a new Civ gear set. I'm pretty bummed about this actually. It looks like they're basically doing an upgraded siege set again. So this is kind of the like third or fourth upgraded Civ gear set that we have. And honestly, the both the bracers and the weapon look a lot better than what the first set was. And I mean, honestly, like I don't even have any Civ Gear weapons, so it's just like frustrating that they keep releasing new better stuff when it used to be that you would grind, 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 get something, and then it would be the best for a while. Like, Ares gear, arcade gear was was essentially the top gear, and you could focus on the refines and get good refines, and then it would last for 6 months. I mean, Ares and arcade gear lasted for like honestly like probably like 2, 3 years. Uh, and there was nothing better than that during that time. And now it's like the new gear that you're refining and stuff is only lasting like maybe what, like a month, 2 months, 3 months. And so that's really frustrating. And that I think honestly, even coiners are gonna get pretty burnt out from Evany doing this. So Evany, if you're listening, please stop doing this. Or if you're going to do this, and this is actually what I would prefer, if you're going to do this, make it way easier for free-to-play players to get the older version of the Civ gear. You don't have to make it super easy, but make it at least grindable, um, so that so that the free-to-play players can catch up, even if they're never going to get the top of the line gear that's coming out, every month. They're able to get the top of the line gear from, 3 months ago or from a year ago or whatever. That's my recommendation. Ebony will probably never do it, but oh well. We all we can do is keep telling them that. So uh, enough of enough about that. There's, of course, all the normal events. Mayan celebration is back, and the barbarians, and just all of the normal stuff. Auction house. But that's not what you guys care about. You guys care about the anniversary celebration, the trading company, the sharing of gems, this newer version of the Morningstar of Snow on Snowfield, the civilization equipment, and the new dragon. But first, before we get into that, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. I've pretty much got to my goal, but if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. But let's get into this. So I won't make you wait for the rest of the video to find out how to get the Jawazar. Um, I'll give that to you now. Basically, you have to get this dragon pattern, and you get that dragon pattern from the North Ocean Trading Company in the redeem section. This is basically similar to what the um, Revelry event usually is, and it usually has like a couple generals and a keep that doesn't have any buffs, and some other like an avatar frame like they have here. Um, but here you can see that this is the Jawazar dragon pattern. So this is how you actually get the dragon, similar to how they were doing like the spiritual beasts and stuff like that. The only difference is that, as most of us kind of thought, it does not look to be possible to do this without coining. And so uh, just want to quick check. There is a Revelry. No, there is not. Swore I saw. Oh yeah, there's a Revelry Carnival here. So it's kind of interesting. They're kind of doing both of these events at the same time. Let's look what you can redeem here. Basically similar stuff. Okay, cool. Uh, yeah, not not really anything new there. I was wondering if you could get coins there, but it looks like they are completely separate. So basically what you're looking to do is you need to get 1,000 of these gold coins. So similar to the Revelry Carnival, there's kind of two different tiers of coins. There's the tier that you get for doing like special events, and it's very limited. And then there's the tier that's essentially free from monsters and stuff like that. And so that's essentially what this is. Uh, the uh, the gold coins here, and then the silver ingots are kind of the free to play things. And so you need 1,000 of the gold coins to unlock the dragon. And uh, one of the things that I was initially thinking on this is that, oh, this will be great. Like I'll be able to get get a certain amount of gold coins here, and then I'll save up for the next event. Similar to how you would do like the spiritual beasts and stuff like that. But unfortunately, as you can see here, um, Frostward gold coins and Snow Eagle silver ingots will disappear upon the end of the event. Please use them in time. So you cannot save these. It's really a bummer. So you have to essentially get 1,000 gold coins within this event to get the dragon. So and if we look here, it looks like there's a capacity of getting 72 uh, here. I don't know if this is per day. I wanted to kind of dive into this a little bit. If you look here, it basically directs you to here, and here you'll get 2 coins here and 4 here. So that's 6 per day essentially that you're going to get, and it's an 11-day event. So uh, 6 times 11 is essentially 66, And but that's not what you're getting here. This says 72, and I think this might actually be 72 per day. This will actually get you a lot closer to the dragon. If you get 72 per day times by 11 days, you'll basically get 792 plus the 10 that you got for free from the story last time, which will give you a total of 802. So you'll still need 200, um, we'll still need 200-ish or 198 gold coins there. Uh, let's give the most reasonable or the most ambitious offer that could Evany could be giving us, where this is the 72, and you get 72 per day, and then you also get the 6 from the activity chests per day. So that would be a total of 78 per day, and that would get you to 858 total over the 11 days, plus the um, plus the 10, so 868. You'd still need quite a bit to actually get the dragon. So as we all kind of feared, unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is going to be something that's achievable for free. It maybe looks like it's not going to be super expensive, but it's going to be a little bit because um, if we look at the package, it's giving you 5 gold coins per $5. So yeah, that's it's essentially a coin a dollar. So uh, if you need 200 coins, that's going to be $200. So uh, yeah, maybe not super achievable for free to play players, and that's really a bummer. But I guess, this is kind of the way of Evany now. This does at least give kind of lower coiners a chance to get this dragon, which is, like I said in my earlier video, kind of a replacement to Nidhogg. It's probably not going to be quite as good as Nidhogg, but it is going to be something where you are going to be able to free up Fafnir for Siege. You're going to have an additional Mount Dragon. It has essentially the same buffs uh, as Nidhogg so far that I can see. So, but yeah, that's basically how you get the dragon. Um, Let me know if there's a better way to do it. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure out all of that. Sometimes like with the revelry uh, thing, it basically gives. I'm in the wrong one. Sorry. If we look at like the gather events quest, is it giving us? Nope. This is just party invitations, not the actual gold coins. So I was thinking that that would also be something that you would get gold coins in here somehow, but it looks like it's just maybe from monsters and from bosses, unless that's only for the silver coins, and you get you get a sad amount uh, per event. So then that would make this dragon super expensive, and I would not recommend doing it. But assuming you can get it from for free, or you can get those gold coins for free, uh, to some extent, uh, it might not be too expensive there. So that's essentially how you get the dragon. The other thing in the North Ocean Trading Company is it basically is an event where it's you have like essentially 10 servers that you're competing against, and you're competing to get these Monarch point rankings. And essentially these you can get these celebration points from all of these different quests, and they have different point amounts. So like for example, one gem purchase is 100 celebration points. So if you're buying like, I think the 99 pack is 25,000. So this will be 25,000 or 250,000. No, 2.5 million celebration points from like the $100 pack. So if you look here, I mean, a couple people have bought a couple big packs. Um, that's probably how you're going to mostly win it, but there are other ways to do it. There's like using treasure boxes, blood of Ares, um, I mean, pretty much anything, refining stones, research stones, dragon coins. It is also dragon feeding, so this is a good way to get some points here. That's how I've gotten some of my points. But then this also unlocks these boxes up here, which have different rewards. They're not amazing. There are a couple that are pretty good. For example, there's one of them around here that has, I think it might be the next one, that has an epic historic general, a premium one. So if you get to the 2,500,000 score, you'll be able to get a free epic historic general. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how difficult that's going to be. If you're if you're buying a pack, essentially you'll get an additional free epic historic general if you're getting that 99 pack. So uh, let's look at the rewards. Basically, the main reward that you're looking for, like, yeah, all this other stuff is nice, but the main thing that you're looking for is the Mirror Lake Castle, which the Mirror Lake Castle, I thought that we, okay, it's not here, but it's actually a really nice castle for range. Let's take a look at it. I wonder if it might be in the activity. Okay, maybe not. Glacial City. Um, okay, this is not it, but that actually looks similar. Uh, Interesting. Yeah, so these still have like the different levels there that you know have never been released on my server at least. Let's look at let's look to see if okay, here it is. Mirror Lake Castle. Uh, Enemy siege machine attack minus 10%, and then 30% range troop attack, 25% range troop and defense and HP. And this is overall not marching, not attacking, whatever, not defense. It's all of that. So it's pretty. I think it's maybe the best overall range troop castle that they've released. Which range is obviously super important uh, for attacking and stuff like that. So it is a really good castle, um, but I'm not going to get it. I don't have any. I mean, people are already past the point that I'm probably going to be, just because I'm not going to be spending all that money to just to get that castle. But if it does seem like it's going to come up cheap, it might be a nice chance to spend a smaller amount of money and get a really nice castle. But I anticipate that this is, I mean, if this is already at 7 million and it's only an hour into the event, it's probably going to be we have 11 more days, so it's going to be way higher than that. So, but yeah, at least you get some rewards along the way, and it's not just a complete coining event. So let's look at the Morning Star. This basically gives you a chance. You can get these what are they called? Uh, the Heart of North Ocean. And you can get them from resource gathering or killing monsters. And you can get basically it looks like 40 per day. You can also get them from buying packages. Uh, yeah, you also got a few for free, but basically then you'll be able to uh, try and recruit one of these two generals, either Alessandra or Princess Kaguya. So for those of you that have Princess Kaguya or didn't get Princess Kaguya, it might be a nice chance to pick it up. For those of you that weren't able to get Alessandra the last event and you need a really good um, assistant general for Elise, you can pick up Alessandra. And basically how this works is it's similar to the recruiting. You basically, if you recruit 150 times, you're guaranteed to get the epic historic general chest. But other than that, there's all these other rewards that you can get, similar to like the limited recruiting. There's the chance details. So basically, get a half a percent of a chance to get the historic general percentage or historic general chest, and kind of some other things. So it's, I mean, I'm just gonna do what I get for free and then see what I don't know what I actually want to do, because I think I do have one Princess Kaigua, but doesn't match with the general that I use for Archer, and so yeah, uh, it would it would kind of be a pretty big rebuild for me at this stage to switch to Princess Kaguya. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Or just get another copy of Alessandra. I probably won't get either because I'm not going to spend on this. But for those of you that didn't get one of these two generals and you really need it, or you did pick up a couple Princess Kaguya from the event, you can try and max refine or max ascend, and uh, be able to because you're not, it's harder to get this general, so it seems a little bit easier at the moment, so that's one way to do it. The civilization gear, this was something that I had had a lot of hope for. I was hoping that it would be essentially similar to the Taisha's wheel, but there would be basically more. I was hoping that, the whole set would be on here and you'd be able to get different fragments for the different sets. That's unfortunately not how it's working. This is similar to the Astrolabe or the Trial of Night wheel, where basically you have a set number of times for each one of these, and unless you get super lucky, you have to essentially get all of these in whichever quadrant down before you'll get the limited reward on the top. And it looks like I was hoping that at least it would give you single fragments instead of all 30, so that it would be more of a realistic chance. Because like for the bow, I only need 5 fragments, and like I have an alt that only needs like a couple fragments for the ring. But it's I'm not gonna get the bow from this because I'm not gonna spend or anything like that. And it's one of those events where they're not giving you any for free besides what you already got, unfortunately. And it looks like they're super expensive. So I I don't think this is an improvement, quite frankly. Basically, if you unlock all the rewards though, you can basically get the full Plantagenet set, but it's it's just really not worth it. Like look at this, a 0.2% chance for a bow, or let's see, where's the other one? A point 0.2. There's not even any difference for the easier one. So this one should be like at least 1% chance because it's already a cheaper version of the ring. But yeah, I don't see a lot of people being able to get, except for like the massive coiners, to be able to get this. And quite frankly, massive coiners can get this probably a lot cheaper just by running the cake, up, because you can get this at cake level 10, and you're probably going to be spending similarly to get that. So it's kind of a horse apiece. Looks like you get the glacial city. Interesting. Um, that was not the mirror one. That was a little bit worse one, but you do get that one. It looks like at cake level 9, which is a little bit cheaper than level 10, but this was also not quite as expensive or quite as good of buffs there. So we've talked about most of that. The only thing left, I know this is a little bit of a long video, but there's a ton that they just released, and so I want to really talk through all of it. I probably will have forgotten some things, but the last main event here is the Share Gems event, which basically it's there's basically daily rewards that you can get, or daily rewards that are randomly assigned to someone who has lit off fireworks, based on your chance, the number of fireworks that you light off. You have a chance at getting 21 million gems per day, or the total the last day, basically based on the total amount of fireworks lit off, you'll get kind of your percentage of the 600 million gems. I think that this is probably going to be a pretty small percent. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is going to be pretty small percent, and it's not really going to be worth doing it. But it's it's something that you're getting rewarded for buying packs, I guess. Uh, so basically, there's going to be 200 second prize place or second place prizes of 100K gems a day and 1 million gem per day from all of the players that have lit off these fireworks, except for on the last day. And the more fireworks you light, the higher probability that you have. And then, like I said, based on the total number of fireworks that you've lit off, you will get some share of the 600 million gems. Uh, I'll be honest, there's a lot of super heavy coiners. Unless you're a super heavy coiner, you're probably not getting a big chunk of these. You can get lucky and get 100K gems or even a million gems on the day, but you're probably not getting a massive amount of this 600 million uh, gems here. And I mean, my feeling is that for the people who are going to be getting a large share of these gems, those are the people that don't really need the gems. Those are the people who have, who are betting 100 million gems on a sub slot or, on a subsidy or whatever. But yeah, these are basically just the normal uh, the normal the normal packages I think have some fireworks in here or something. Let me just read that again because it is based on purchasing. Light up fireworks for okay. Confusing wording there. Probably wasn't English originally. Basically, you want to light 5 fireworks before sharing day to get a fireworks reward chest, which is this, which is you can get 1 to 3 items of this. So that's max 6K gems and you know, it's a small amount of gems there, but um, purchase packages with basic gems to get fireworks. Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't really say exactly how to do it. Okay, I see. So you're basically just buying packs here, and then you'll be able to light fireworks for a certain amount of cost of the gift that you bought. So yeah, like I said, this one is mostly for the heavy coiners. Maybe you buy a small pack and you get lucky with a million gems. That would be awesome. Congrats if you do. But I think as usual, the people who are coining the most are going to get the most rewards here, and that's reasonable, But it again, it probably not what they're looking for most, anyways. You know, let's say let's say like the biggest coiner in the game gets 600 million gems. What are they even going to do with that? Like, yeah, you can buy a sub slot, you can buy some Monarch gear, but other than that, like they're already maxed on most of that stuff. So hopefully some smaller coiners win this. I probably won't even partake, but you can see that there's already uh, over 800 or 8,000 participants, and it's only, an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes in to the event. So um, basically, the maybe maybe wait to buy gems if you're going to until I think a lot of people buy gems or buy things on the first day, and on the weekends and stuff like that. So maybe you'll have a better chance if you're buying it on kind of an off-peak day, but you're also probably getting less rewards there. But yeah, I don't want to focus too much on there. You can also vote for the artwork here. Not really going to go into that, but that's also part of this event. And I think that's actually it. So again, apologies for the long video, but it was there's a lot of stuff going on here. So um, yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think of the event in the comments. And thanks for watching. As always, please do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.